This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome, folks, to the home of the Louisville Cardinals, L&N Stadium in Louisville, Kentucky. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on last season's national champions, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Tigers will kick it away to get this game going. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He escapes the pocket. Aggressive call on the opening play. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play. And we have an absolute lightning strike on the first play from scrimmage here.
How about that? Right out of the gate, they're going for the big play, and they hit it. What a way to jumpstart this offense.
So this offense is threatening now. Ball inside the 40 after that explosive play. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line.
Well, this game has gone from 0 to 60 in a hurry during the first drive for this offense.
The Cardinals are in the red zone now. And looking to throw now on first down. On the move now. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Cardinals.
This is why this offense is one of the more dangerous offenses in the country. The quarterback and his legs. It's one thing to try to stop him throwing the football, but you better keep eyes on him because you can see not only can he get out into the open, he has got serious speed to take it to the house.
That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Great recognition and discipline here by this defense on that touch pass. You know, these touch passes can be a real test on that defense, and they passed this test with flying colors, blowing that play up.
Scanning the field, it's Jones. Running out of time in the pocket. Short pass finds the tight end. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Play action here on first down. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Getting set. Here's second down. Looking to chuck it again. Receiver makes the grab. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He's got the first down and still motoring. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback, if he's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, just so many different combinations and ways to attack him.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
But I love how this defensive coordinator knows how to get after this quarterback. This guy is dangerous when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator understands that. That's why he's trying to hurry up the process. They get pressure on him here, actually hit him as he's throwing his football.
Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, today's middle linebacker has to have the ability to cover, to be able to be a great run stuffer. Also, the ability to blitz and get after the quarterback. There's an example of it right there. These guys are becoming more and more athletic every year in college football.
The Tigers will come to the line on fourth down looking to convert. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And now the first play of this drive, they'll begin at the 36. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the left side. He's found some room at the 45. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
One explosive play has this offense set up just outside the red zone now with a first down. First down, looking to throw the ball. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Boy, a great play here by a Clemson defender. It makes you think of all these great Clemson defenders they've had over the years, like the Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, and, of course, most recently, Miles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense to be athletic. And with players like this, it's just a defense you do not want to face.
Pass caught on a comeback route. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here.
And it's picked off in the end zone. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
So the drive begins with the offense backed up at the 2-yard line. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Looking to pass, it's Jones. This one ends up a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
After giving up the safety, they have to kick it away here now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Well, Kirk, Louisville has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made on the out route. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They're going to run it. And the Cardinals pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Send the back in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's a throw underneath to the back. May wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
The Cardinals line up on 1st and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And they hand it off to the back. And finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And the Cardinals line up with a first and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Point after makes the lead 16. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Jones. Looking to set up a screen pass here. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
A completion makes it 2nd down. Short connection to the tight end here. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
There's the handoff. First down and more. He's still running. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
It's an out route. The catch made, and they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And that run produces a decent gain. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Quick throw, the catch is made. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. And the Tigers will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Defense is coming after him. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Across midfield. At the 30 now. At the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. The defense produces 6 points.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. Back to throw. It's Jones. Pressure is coming. Heavy pressure. He lets it go. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Incomplete again. The 3rd straight misfire brings up 4th down now.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Just gets in the way, taking a shot. Can't connect on the long throw. Incomplete, a 4th down stop.
Why in the world would the offensive coordinator and head coach decide to go for it inside their own red zone? That's a peculiar choice for this offense.
So here we go. The first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch, and he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Louisville.
Chris, we're only a few ticks from halftime, and doesn't it feel like this thing's already over? Just a first-half beatdown to be remembered. This is going to be a fun locker room at halftime.
Point after, up and good. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. So the drive begins here, backed up at their own 9. It's an option look. The back's got it on the pitch. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
Now it's 2nd down here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. He hands it off from the gun. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And he will make the 1st down. Tackled at the 26.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
One more play before they head to the locker room. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Cardinals will kick it off to begin the 2nd half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. It's a steep mountain to climb here in the 2nd half. They need to get going, cut into this deficit right here. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in man on the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now.
Fourth down coming up.
Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. A running play called on fourth down. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
Offense is stopped.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense that's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Short throw complete to the tight end. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. 1 quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far.
Clemson, 0.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Look out, room to run here. Solid gain then. Moves the ball out to the 32.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
Brings up second down.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quick pass. The catch is made. He rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of reach from their opponent.
That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. That's a design quarterback keeper. Runs through the defender. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Brings up third down.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Close to the tight end. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the 4th quarter. Run the ball, get out of dodge, keep everybody healthy.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. And the Cardinals will have 1st and 10 here. Chewing clock with the running game. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly.
Oh, they've got him on the blitz.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on 1st and 2nd down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on 3rd down, but it's still 4th down. Can they pick up the 1st?
Bit of a gamble here. Offense going for it on 4th down. Direct snap for the back. No, he didn't make it. He is stopped short, so they don't take the chance to add to this lead, and the defense will get the football back. Looking to throw. It's Jones. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief.
He'll take a deep shot here. And that's it. The game will end on one last incompletion. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way.